Hello and welcome to this week's vlog from Maddisons. Well, of course, last Tuesday, that surprise announcement that we could resume many of the activities that keeps the housing market open. And on Wednesday, as we came in, my goodness, did we feel it. Inquiry levels through the roof. I've always been saying I thought there was a lot of pent-up demand, that the lockdown had just put a bit of a stall on everything. And interesting, if you look at our individual inquiry levels here at Maddisons, they absolutely fell off a cliff in those first few weeks of lockdown. They then started to resume. But then interestingly, on Wednesday, I would say it was seller inquiries that really rose, which I wasn't expecting actually. I thought it would be new buyer inquiries. But our seller inquiries were up by over 75%. Indeed, I'm completing about 9 valuations this week. I'll talk to you about that in a minute, what they look like in the new world. And I've had instruction to list 4 properties this week. We normally run at between 1 to 2 new listings a week. So that shows you that seller demand are just really getting desperate to get on the market. And that's been supported by all the other big research data indicator levels across the market, Rightmove, Yomdale, all the big ones to get a gauge of buyer and seller sentiment. They're all reporting a big increase in sellers looking for valuations, but also buyers as well. We did feel that over the weekend, phenomenally busy on predominantly internet inquiries. But people asking for more information on property, when can they do a viewing? Many not understanding the new guidance actually. So some difficult conversations explaining to buyers that it's not quite business as usual as yet, but certainly that activity really spiked 4% higher last week than in the same week of the previous year, 2019. So enormous pent-up demand just starting to release. And interestingly, from Rightmove, they've also said that if first-time buyers are expecting a deal, there's no evidence that they will get that. Prices are up on average 2% against last year for the first-time buyer market. They look at those kind of properties that first-time buyers would like. They're up 2% and they are going under offer. So first-time buyers, you might get a deal if you've got a forced seller, someone who wants a sale quickly. But generally, I've always been saying we don't expect prices to fall. We think they'll plateau over the summer months, but then will rise by 5% at the end of the year. And that's certainly being supported strongly by Rightmove for that first-time buyer market. So at the moment, it's all about virtual viewings. That is the order of the day. The government guidelines and the Property Ombudsman have been very clear that really virtual viewings are the preferred way forward at the moment. So my week's been busy this week. I've been buzzing around all of our properties. My sellers are so cooperative. My goodness, their houses look absolutely gorgeous, of course, with this lovely weather. So I've been recording like a proper virtual viewing. It's not just a walk through with nice music playing. It's not one of these doll's house ones where you can find your way around. It's me giving you a viewing, telling you how long the owners have been there, why they're moving, where the boiler is, how old it is, the key features of the property, why we love it, and just giving you a real sense of the layout and the flow of each property. We're just working on them all now, having them edited, and we hope to have them up possibly by the end of the week, maybe the beginning of next week. But that's been really great fun and very exciting, and I'm really excited for how Maddison's virtual viewings are going to be, I think, pretty good against what else is going on in the market. And talking of online viewings, if you want to have a look at some real great properties, Rightmove blog has got a feature on the most looked at properties during lockdown. Absolute sheer escapism, as you would imagine. Big prices on them, lovely locations by the sea and the country, with home gyms, everything that kind of people have been thinking, wouldn't that be great to have that in lockdown? So do have a look at that. And those online viewing levels are what really did spike last week. Just to sort of close this whole subject, they were the ones that absolutely rocketed. So we might not be getting so many calls in, but people looking at property on Rightmove has increased way above pre-lockdown levels. So lots and lots of property viewings going online, which is why those virtual tours for us are so important, to get them online and let people see what the property is really like, the real meat and bones of it, so to speak. And a sneak peek, we've got a lovely new property coming to market in Chestnut Avenue. It's a highly desirable road. We put the board up, we've had double-digit inquiries over it already, and that's without we haven't even launched it to the internet. So it's on for a guide of £600,000. It's definitely a project house, but got great bones. It's very much in its original condition, so probably will have quite a lot of inherent permitted development in there to extend. So if you're up for a project and creating your perfect family home in a really, really strong location in Southborough, then do give us a call. We'd be delighted to show you the virtual viewing and hopefully the proper viewing if there's serious intent to make an offer. We hope you've enjoyed the vlog this week and look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.